Dr. Pat here on behalf of Superwell in Albert Park. Are you someone that is constantly rolling your ankle, or are your high school athletes constantly struggling with ankle sprains? Well, luckily for you, we're going to give you some tips in this video to help resolve this as quickly as possible. So the first exercise that we're going to do is quite a complex one. It takes us through multiple planes of movement of the ankle, but it's quite easy to do, and this can be done anywhere, even driving home from practice or after a game. So what we're going to do in a seated position is we're going to put the ankle out against gravity, and you're going to trace the alphabet. So working through, in capital letters, the letters of the alphabet. So nice and simple, keeping this one up and elevated. You might feel some cramping in the base of the foot because we're activating the plantar fascia there. That's going to deload some of the issues that we do get in the ankle after a sprain. Exercise number 2 is very similar, but it's going to add a little bit of extra momentum and movement through the joint of the ankle. It's another simple one, can be done in the car, can be done at home after training. It's going to just be seated again. We're going to be doing clockwise and counterclockwise movements of the ankle. So what this is going to do is it's going to stimulate blood flow to the area. It's going to take away some of the swelling and the toxicity that we have when we do get that bruising after an ankle sprain, and it's going to help add mobility. So we're going both clockwise and counterclockwise for that one. Exercise number 3. So when we have an ankle sprain, it actually involves more than just the site of where we see the pain and the swelling. So this exercise is designed to improve a bit more global function and movement, restore movement back into the foot. So really simple one, we're going to have you in a standing position for this one. We're going to use a little towel or a pillow, and we're going to step onto this with our feet. And so you're going to get your toes and you're going to scrunch this towel. So you're going to be activating that plantar fascia that, as I said, gets overloaded when we've got an injury to the ankle, because we have to shift where we're weight bearing through the ankle there. So for exercise number 4, again, we don't need any extra equipment for this, and we're just trying to, in the early phases, restore motion in the ankle that's been taken away with some of the swelling that's going on. This might be a little bit painful, so as with all of our exercises, if they're more than a 4 out of 10 on the pain scale, or if they're causing symptoms elsewhere, come and get checked by your chiropractor, or reduce doing that exercise, and we'll give you some other options. So this one, we're just going to be doing some heel and toe walking. So up on your tippy toes and walking. This might generate some pain, but as we said, we're just trying to restore motion to the ankle. A little bit of pain is okay. Anything more than a 4 out of 10, not what we want. So for this exercise, it's the only one that we're going to require any form of equipment for. All we need is a resistance band. We give these out to our clients free of charge. So if you had an ankle sprain, pop in. We're more than happy to guide you through how to use this. If you don't have one of these accessible, use a stocking, use a pair of footy socks. All we're trying to do is just add a little bit of resistance in some of the planes of motion and restore function and movement to the ankle. So in a seated position, we're going to have the resistance band around the ankle, and we're going to go through all of our planes of motion. So we're going to plantar flex. And so we're going to, almost like you're driving a car, plantar flexing through there. Then we're going to come through the other way. Ideally, this is strapped to a wall, or you've got a partner who can hold it on the other side. Then we're going to dorsiflex. So you might find that if having someone pull it adds a little bit of nice momentum, and you're just going to work through plantar and dorsiflexing there. So same thing, when we come into the lateral movements, we're going to have a partner holding this out for us, and we're going to go in against resistance. So we can get this movement ourselves, but we're just trying to get a little bit of momentum on the inside of the ankle there, and you might most likely feel this out there, which is the most common spot to sprain our ankle. Same thing, coming on this side and working that outwards. So they're the 4 planes of motion we're really going to focus on with the resistance band. Don't need too much equipment for this one. As I said, a footy sock or a stocking will do the job. The last of the exercises in this program, again, requires no equipment, which is really great. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be isolating the leg that has the injured ankle on it. This is probably when we've gotten down the track a little bit more, and we've removed some of the swelling and removed some of the tissue damage. So the first variation of this is a really, really simple single leg stand. Just trying to get some balance through the foot, getting that brain talking through the feet as well as we could. Then when we feel confident, or we feel like there's less symptoms than there were at the beginning, we're going to advance this to a single leg squat. Same thing, if this is causing any pain above a 4 out of 10, remove this one from the exercise, get checked by your chiropractor, and we can help you return to play sooner. Thanks again. This has been Dr. Pat for Superwell in Albert Park. If you have any questions or queries about managing an ankle sprain or would like to be assessed if you have a current ankle sprain, feel free to drop in and we'll be more than happy to assist you in recovering and getting you back to sport and back to the things you love quicker.